Hey, what is up everyone, Nick here with my review for Justice League Action Season 1, Episode 3, The Nuclear Family. Now, this episode isn't actually Episode 2, if you guys are wondering why I didn't review Episode 2 yet, which is called Follow That Space Cab. It's because it aired the 26th in the UK, and I actually missed that one when it aired live, so I'm gonna have to wait for the rerun on that one, or if it pops up online somewhere, maybe I'll review it, or someone else will review it on the channel, but we'll get to it at some point. But basically, this episode is actually focusing on Firestorm. As the title suggests, the Nuclear Family is a very obscure sort of character group from DC Comics, actually way back in the day, and they first appeared, I believe, in actually the Outsider comics, which is kind of interesting, but they're sort of like this stereotypical 50s sort of family. They're part of a test, actually, that's gone wrong, where scientists back in the 50s were trying to test out, what effects would, like, nuclear radiation or, like, some kind of World War III scenario have on a typical family, and it ended up giving these robots, like the androids, powers. Like, they absorbed the nuclear radiation and they actually escaped and they have powers and stuff. And the meat of this episode is actually they've gone back to the original facility that gave them the powers. They're trying to activate the nuclear core so that they can create a new nuclear wasteland and create a home there, so they can finally, live at peace among things that they're comfortable around. And that's where Firestorm comes in, because back at the Watchtower, actually, Batman is trying to figure out, okay, which Justice League member can go to the scene of the crime at this nuclear plant and actually stop the plant from exploding and save all the people in there. And he tries Wonder Woman and Superman, of course, first, but both of them are busy, and actually he name drops Green Lantern and Flash, and he says those guys are too busy as well. And then Wonder Woman is like, wait, there's someone actually that's close by, and it turns out to be Firestorm. And of course, they're a little bit hesitant about Firestorm because he's not actually part of the Justice League at this point, and he's a teenager, and they keep saying, well, he just talks to himself. And obviously we know, being fans of the comics, that Firestorm, of course, does talk to himself because he hears the voice of Professor Stein in his head. And I really love the characterization of Firestorm this episode, because he's like this stereotypical teenager who's like really gung-ho about everything, wants to jump into the action, he thinks he knows everything, of course, just like we know of like Ronnie Raymond and that sort of thing. Some people might kind of be turned off by the version of Ronnie Raymond on this show just because he's like so goofy and stuff, but I thought it was fun. Like, it was just a really cool way to like bring that character into the fold and have him go up against the stereotypical 50s family, because they're all like golly gee and everything, and then he just comes in like trying to start trouble and take him out. But of course he does need the help of Professor Stein to take out the guys and save the day. So overall, I actually did enjoy this episode a lot more than the first episode called Power Outage, which focused on Parasite. I just thought this one was more fun, and it was like really cool to see Firestorm interact with the Nuclear Family, because I was just so surprised to see the Nuclear Family actually on the show. So that just tells me that they're really pulling into the reaches of DC's catalog and going into the super obscure characters here. But overall, I'm going to give this one a 9 out of 10. I want to hear what you guys thought of it down in the comment section below if you're able to catch this episode live when it aired in the UK. If not, you'll probably see it December 16th during the hour-long premiere of Justice League Action, which will start off with the episode Shazam Slam and then go into the other episodes that follow it. If you guys are new to the channel and you like this video, subscribe for more content like this. My name is Nick, and I'll catch you guys next time.